Ever found yourself wondering, what does it truly mean to be devoted? Today, we venture into the heart of ancient wisdom, exploring the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. This timeless scripture, revered for millennia, offers an enlightening perspective on devotion and spirituality. Imagine a compass guiding us through the intricacies of spiritual dedication. This is the essence of Adhyay 12. So, sit back, open your mind, and prepare for an illuminating journey. Join us as we unravel the profound teachings of Bhagavad Gita's Adhyay 12. Adhyay 12, also known as the Bhakti Yoga, begins with Arjuna's question to Krishna. A question that delves into the dual aspects of spiritual pursuit, the unmanifest and the manifest, the abstract and the tangible. Arjuna, torn between the two paths, asks Krishna, who are considered more perfect in spiritual understanding, those who worship the imperishable, the unmanifest, the all-pervading reality, or those who worship you, Krishna, as the supreme personality of Godhead? Imagine the quandary of Arjuna, a warrior, a seeker, a man standing at the crossroads of spiritual understanding. His question is not just his own, but one that echoes in the hearts of seekers everywhere. It's a question about the nature of devotion, about the path to enlightenment, about the way to perceive and connect with the divine. Krishna, the charioteer, the guide, the friend and the god, responds with his characteristic wisdom and equanimity. He speaks about the challenge of focusing on the unmanifest, the formless, the all-pervading reality. He explains, those who are attached to the unmanifest face difficulties. It is challenging for embodied beings to constantly concentrate their minds on that which is intangible. In saying so, Krishna sets the stage for the verses that follow. He acknowledges the difficulties of the path of the unmanifest, but he doesn't dismiss it. Instead, he provides a nuanced understanding of spiritual pursuit, acknowledging the validity of both paths while highlighting the challenges inherent in each. This dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna, this exchange of questions and answers, forms the foundation of Bhakti Yoga, or the path of devotion. It's a conversation that sets the tone for the teachings that follow, the teachings that delve into the nature of love, devotion, and surrender. Krishna, in his infinite wisdom, begins to describe the qualities of a true devotee. And as we journey further into Adhyay 12, we'll explore these qualities, understanding what it means to be a devotee, a seeker, a lover of the divine. Krishna outlines the characteristics of an ideal devotee in the verses that follow. Let's delve deeper into this spiritual wisdom. Verses 12.13 to 12.20 of the Bhagavad Gita encapsulate a profound understanding of what it means to be a true devotee. Each verse is a treasure trove of spiritual wisdom, offering insights into the qualities that Krishna values in his devotees. So, what does it mean to be free from malice? In the spiritual context, it signifies the absence of ill will or resentment towards others. A true devotee sees all beings as part of the divine creation and harbors no negativity towards them. Contentment, another quality of an ideal devotee, is not just about being satisfied with what one has. It's a deeper sense of peace and acceptance of life's ups and downs, knowing that everything happens according to the divine plan. Mental steadiness and self-control are twin qualities that go hand in hand. They signify a mind that is not easily swayed by external circumstances, and a self that is disciplined and controlled, not given to impulsive reactions. Firm in determination, a devotee's resolve doesn't waver in the face of challenges. Their dedication to Krishna is unwavering, their faith unshakable. When Krishna speaks of a devotee whose mind and intellect are dedicated to him, he is referring to a state of total surrender. The devotee's thoughts, actions and intellect are all aligned towards Krishna, making him the focal point of their existence. Being unaffected by pain and pleasure is not about being devoid of feelings. Rather, it's about understanding the transient nature of these experiences. A true devotee remains equanimous, not overly elated by pleasure or unduly depressed by pain. A forgiving nature is another characteristic of a true devotee. They understand that people make mistakes and are able to let go of grudges and resentments, choosing compassion over retribution. Free from envy, a devotee rejoices in the success and happiness of others. They do not compare themselves with others or harbor feelings of jealousy. They understand that everyone is on their own unique spiritual journey. Finally, being engaged in devotional service with a pure heart signifies a selfless love for Krishna. The devotee's actions are not motivated by the desire for rewards. They serve Krishna out of love and devotion, their hearts filled with purity and sincerity. These qualities paint a picture of a true devotee in Krishna's eyes. Their journey is one of love, devotion and surrender. They embody qualities that are not just spiritual, but also deeply human, making them ideals of character for us all. So as we continue our exploration of the Bhagavad Gita, let's strive to internalize these qualities, making them a part of our own spiritual journey. Krishna assures that these devotees are very dear to him. As we delve deeper into the discourse of Adhyay 12, Krishna's teachings bring forth the significance of devotion in spirituality. This devotion, however, is not a mere act of blind faith. It is not about following rituals mindlessly or chanting verses without comprehending their essence. Instead, it is about nurturing a profound, unwavering love for the divine and all of creation. Imagine a devotion so deep that it encompasses not just the divine, but also every living entity that exists. It is this expansive love that Krishna speaks of, a love that transcends the boundaries of self and embraces the universe in its entirety. This is the devotion that Krishna values and cherishes, the devotion that makes one dear to him. But how does one cultivate such devotion? Krishna teaches that this love is not born overnight. It is a journey, a process that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to surrender oneself to the divine. It is about letting go of the ego, the I, and embracing the oneness of existence. This path is not devoid of challenges. It requires a steadfast spirit, a heart full of compassion, and a mind that seeks knowledge. It calls for an understanding of the divine, not as an external entity, but as an inherent part of ourselves and the universe. This understanding then fuels our love, our devotion, and our desire to serve the divine in all its forms. Krishna assures us that this path, though demanding, is not impossible. It is within reach of every individual who dares to seek, who yearns to love, and who has the courage to embrace the divine. It is a journey that transforms the seeker, that fills their life with peace, joy, and a sense of fulfillment that is beyond the mundane. So, as we walk the path of spirituality, let us strive to cultivate this devotion, this love that Krishna speaks of. Let us strive to understand, to accept, and to love the divine in all its glory. Devotion, as Krishna describes it, is a journey of love, understanding, and acceptance. So, what can we take away from Adhyay 12? Adhyay 12, or Chapter 12 of the Bhagavad Gita, is a profound and timeless guide, brimming with wisdom that remains as relevant in today's world as it was when it was first penned. It's a chapter that delves deep into the qualities of a true devotee and the path of devotion. The teachings of Adhyay 12 are essentially a blueprint for leading a fulfilling and meaningful life. They highlight the virtues of compassion, selflessness, contentment, and patience. These are qualities that everyone can aspire to cultivate, regardless of their spiritual beliefs. What is truly remarkable about these teachings is their universal application. You don't have to be a spiritual seeker to appreciate the virtues of a true devotee. In fact, these virtues could very well be seen as the qualities of a good human being. Compassion teaches us to empathize with others. Selflessness encourages us to put others' needs before our own. Contentment allows us to find happiness in what we have, and patience helps us to endure life's trials with grace. The path of devotion, as described in Adhyay 12, is not merely about worship. It's about living a life that is steeped in these virtues. It's about finding inner peace through compassion, selflessness, contentment, and patience. It's about realizing that true devotion is not just about rituals and ceremonies, but about the way we live our lives. And in a world that often seems to be in a state of chaos, these ancient teachings offer a beacon of hope. They guide us towards a path of inner peace and fulfillment. They remind us that despite the external circumstances, We have the power to cultivate these virtues within ourselves and lead a life of true devotion. As we reflect on Adhyay 12, let's not just think of it as a chapter in a sacred text. Let's see it as a guide to living a life of purpose, a life that is rich in virtues and steeped in devotion. In the end, the Bhagavad Gita's Adhyay 12 teaches us about the transformative power of true devotion.